Hi everyone. Okay, I decided to start some regular updates here. So, as all of you know regarding special education, I've been reading the federal mandates. I'm in the state of California. I've read the state of California mandates for special education, and I've held at least one webinar with parents to inform parents of what your rights are in this rapidly changing landscape with schools closing and virtual schools saying that they're closing, even though they're used to providing virtual services and so forth. And what does that mean? And what are the rights that your special needs children have for education in the United States and also in California? So I posted on a local group that I had this video available, and by the way, it's free. And I've been pouring through pages and pages of all this stuff. I've been working till like 4 in the morning. I've been working on the weekends. And I had a bunch of teachers who were offended because they're saying that they're working really hard. Okay, this is not about the teachers. This is about the schools in the district stepping up and understanding that there are already schools that are operating virtually, that there are many people that are working at home, that there are ways to do this virtually, and that we need to step up because for kids that have special needs, it's hard enough for the kids that don't have special needs to be home. And but we parents are not special education teachers. If we were, I hate to tell you, but we wouldn't need all the special education teachers. So I think instead of getting offended at the parents because we're asking to find out what's the plan to educate our kids, we need the teachers to realize that there is a gap that's been created here, that we're not blaming the teachers, but we would like the districts to step up and figure out a way to either collaborate with some of these schools that are already virtual, put some things in place. Let me tell you some of the things I've seen. Okay, I have two kids. One of them is in a traditional school district. The other one is in a homeschool charter in California. My child in the homeschool charter, while the school closed for a week to try to regroup, and you have teachers that don't have childcare and may have sick people themselves, although we don't really have that many sick people in California given our 39 million population, but nonetheless there are teachers that are impacted and so forth. So the school closed for a week to try to regroup. My son literally went without services for 2 days. And meanwhile, he goes to some in-person classes at a vendor site, and the vendor, over in 1 week, taught all the teachers how to use Zoom. And in that first week, all the teachers put their classes online, so there were videos. By the next week of the closure, by Monday, the teachers were doing live classes with the students. My son took rock band ensemble, and he also was able to take a drumming class, and it was all live. So it's totally possible and doable for us to use this technology that we have in order to provide some of these services and general education virtually. And we really shouldn't have teachers being up in arms and saying that parents are being unreasonable whenever we have special needs kids at home who are getting upset because their schedule has changed. They may be a child that's on the spectrum. They may be a child with dyslexia. Now that's another matter, and I'll do a separate video about that, because a lot of the kids with dyslexia are going to have a harder time under this model. But there's still some things that we can do to try to help these kids keep things as stable as possible. And you know what? That helps all of us as parents too. We already have enough to worry about. You may be in a family where either you're a healthcare worker, you're considered an essential worker, like my niece works for the post office. There are essential workers who are going to have to keep working. Then there are other people who may be laid off. There are people who may be at home. All the parents are trying to figure out how to educate their kids. All of this stuff is hard enough without having special needs kids who already may be having difficult times. And, my son is super high functioning, but he's had meltdowns already because he thought he was off for a week and then the school came back early. So, you would think that that would be helpful. This is about the kids knowing what to expect and trying to figure out how to do that. And what I would love to see is that we have a national conversation about what's best for our kids and how we are helping these special needs kids, because it's already difficult enough to navigate education the way that we're doing it. So that's my story for today. I do have a link below to the video updates that I'm doing about this emergency and other updates that I'm doing for parents, so feel free to sign up. It's totally free. Not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just trying to get the word out in a way that enables people to get access to real-time information to try to help their kids. So that's my tip for today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.